Woman cosplay at Omni Expo, and you guys are watching the Ravens Flock.
For 5 years, we, the glorious assholes of YouTube, have sat down in front of the camera to entertain you, to inform you of all the topics that we've presented that's important to the con community. And now, coming back for the 5th time in a row, welcome to another episode, to another year of the Ravens Flock. On behalf of all the cast of the Ravens Flock, we do appreciate all our listeners and viewers out there who are subscribing to the channel and to the Facebook page, along with our other social sites. And we also appreciate you guys tuning in for our episodes of Los Amigos Play and the Black Files. But now, here we are, back at our flagship show of the Ravens Flock. Just for you.
Jesus, I thought you'd never finish with your freaking rehearsal here.
Oh, Wait,
man. What the hell are you doing?
Well, I'm on the clock.
No, you're not on the clock. We're not even in the studio.
Wait a
what
second.
are we doing with this thing?
Wait, are we filming already? What the hell's going on?
Well, yes, of course.
Wait, dude, what?
And we're on the clock, guys.
No, we're not. Shut the hell up. We're not even in the studio.
Dude, we got like 30 minutes before the... We haven't even started. I'm still putting gas in my car.
It's okay. I've got a plan.
What?
Don't worry. I'll figure it out as soon as we get there, right after the montage.
Wait, what montage?
Well, you know, this montage.
But we're doing it right now?
No, we're not doing this right now. What the hell do you think you're doing? What do you think? We're just gonna smash cut into the freaking montage of Omni Fandom Expo like a pack of freaking rank amateur idiots? We've gotten into the YouTube scheme for 5 years now. We're not just gonna jump into our episode without even being prepared, without being brushed, without being shaven, and without even having a proper setup. What do you think we are, some pack of fucking rank amateurs?
Shortly thereafter, me and Juan decided to take it upon ourselves to visit the connecting mall and dine in their delicious food court.
It's not a food court.
You're right. It's a
Dining pavilion.
Are you serious with me on this?
I'm shit you not.
Okay, for those who have never been to the the mall, okay,
The Florida Mall in
Orlando, Florida. Their mall, they name their locations differently. In any other mall, they have a food court.
That's right.
But in this one, they call it a dining pavilion.
Was it any different from any other food mall you ever been to?
No, bro. It's a food court with more food.
That's just a bigger food court, though.
But you see, there's more food. That's all the difference that you need.
A lot more food.
A lot more
Really?
food.
So does that mean that if I go to a public bathroom, I get to call it the human excrement receptacle?
No, bro. You call it the human lavatory.
But here's the thing. You can call it a human excrement receptacle if there's more human excrement receptacles there.
Oh, boy.
Oh.
Okay, so remember, people, the name of your business can be made fancier if you dispose even more product than before. So a normal fisher would become a seafood and sea matter dispenser industrial complex.
Pretty much. All right. Well, I hope you guys, for those of you who attended the Omni
Oh my
Expo
God.
weekend, I hope you guys enjoyed the shows. I hope you guys had fun. I hope you guys had a wonderful experience. We certainly did for the brief time that we were there, minus this asshole.
Sorry.
It's okay. Life happens.
Yeah.
But now, getting into the heart of the matter.
Do you want to
Yeah.
start off, or do I?
Go right ahead.
Would anybody
before-
like to volunteer?
All right, fine.
Good one.
I don't even know what that is.
Volunteer.
I'll fucking do it. All right, so we were going to talk about something that everyone who's ever attended a convention or been a part of a convention can relate to. Volunteering. And we're talking about volunteering your time to serve the convention by either working as someone checking people's badges at the door for the dealers' rooms or artist alleys or the panels, or someone helping out in the background for cleaning up the dealers' rooms or for helping escort guests around, in order to supplement the staff of the actual convention.
Now, it is a known fact, and if it is not, I dare anybody out there to contest me against this, that even if they staffed everybody for performances, for securities, for main staff, etc., they're still going to need people to help. They're still going to need people to contribute to the con weekend, to make sure everything runs smoothly. That's where the volunteers come in. And it's always good to volunteer to run something for the convention so that you'll be part of an even bigger experience as opposed to being just an attendee. You'll be part of an actual family in a sense. However, if you volunteer, there are responsibilities, big responsibilities that have to be met.
Nothing to say, Angel?
Well, personally speaking, I have never been part of the actual con volunteering business, but I know some of you guys have actually done the work, so you have like experience hands-on in this kind of thing.
That is true. I believe some years ago, you've had previous experience in that field, haven't you?
Yes, indeed I have. Once upon a time in the land of Zoom, I volunteered for Chaoticon, the very first Chaoticon in the year 2012.
May it rest in peace.
May it rest in peace.
Resto.
And I volunteered my time for the convention working as a doorman for the panels and for the dealers' rooms. Basically, the way it works is that at least at this particular convention, if you volunteer X amount of your time for the duration of the con, then at the end of the convention, you actually get reimbursed a part of your payment of your weekend pass.
Nice.
But the thing about it is, you have to actually work that time, clock in and clock out with the volunteer management team or with the key staff of the con, or and of course you have to have paid for a full weekend pass in order to make it worthwhile. It wasn't hard. It didn't really hamper too much on my time because I got to pick which hours I worked during the con. And the rest of the time I was free to roam around, free to enjoy myself, free to hang out with everyone else, with these beautiful motherfuckers out here. And yeah, these two. Smile and wave, boys. Smile and wave.
Well, that's very good. I mean, I like that they gave you the option of like actually letting you pick your own time to volunteer. I mean, I don't know if every con does that, but I'm glad you were lucky.
Yep, and it was actually a really positive experience. And the way I figure it, when you're doing something like this, like you said, you're committing to working for the con. You're committing for a specific amount of time. to help the con run as smoothly as it could. And the first Chaotic Con, I gotta say, it lived up to its title. It was chaotic.
Hey!
But it was fun. Yeah.
Says Mr. Cole.
I made a cheap pun. Let's all laugh at the fluffy man, huh?
Yes. So yeah, exactly. As long as you are doing your job, doing what you volunteered to do, you will get the perks. However, what is not okay, what is not cool, is actually shirking up the responsibilities.
Indeed. Now, I heard that some people out there complain that volunteers only get into the job because they want to get closer to the con community and reap off the benefits of that kind of job.
Basically ripping it off without lifting a finger, right?
Exactly. Now, personally wise, as long as you do the job that is required of you, I am perfectly fine with the person, the volunteer, taking whatever benefits they can and whatever opportunity they can get their hands on. Volunteering, at the end of the day, means that you're doing free work. In fact, it's not even free work because, as you said, you have to pay for your ticket, right?
You have, at least in the case that I was working on with Chaotic Con, I had to make sure that I was A, buying a full weekend pass, and B, committing to X amount of hours through their volunteer sign-up list.
Yeah, you have to understand different cons, different rules.
Of course. So that means that at least for that particular type of con, not only are you working for free, you are paying them so you can work for them. Now, that alone is a big sacrifice you're making, and you will always have my respect from anybody who ever takes that kind of job because it is not an easy task. That being said, by all means, grab any opportunity you can get your hands on to get closer to the con community, to learn more, to establish connections, and to simply experience how it works. Essentially, become a cog in that particular machine for a bit. As long as only that you keep up your responsibility. Do what is required of you, and then feel free to gorge in the fruits of your labor. Only as long as you earn them. That's what matters. Because on my side, to me, the con volunteer is basically the equivalent of the fireman. It doesn't matter what kind of person they are, I can never disrespect the work because as long as they do it, and they do it right, they got my admiration for putting that much effort into what they love.
Well said, Angel, well said. Now, before me and Juan took advantage of the luxurious dining pavilion, we did spare enough time. We did spare enough time to ask these questions to one or two attendees at Omni Expo. So, have a look. Hello, we are here at Omni Expo. That's being held at the Florida Hotel and Conference Center in Orlando, Florida. And what's your name?
Erin.
Erin, hello, pleasure to meet you. And is this your first year doing volunteer work? Or?
No, this is actually my third year.
Third year, fantastic. All right. And have you done any other work for any other conventions in the past?
Yes, previously I was in Oklahoma and I used to do volunteer work for Tokyo and Tulsa and it's Unicorn.
Oh, cool. What did you do?
Same thing I did here, like guarding doors, making sure everybody's where they're supposed to be.
Gotcha. All right. Then my question to you is this: your opinion about the responsibilities for working volunteer as opposed to the responsibilities for those working main staff.
I think for volunteers, it's a bit more laissez-faire. They tell you what to do, but they don't give you like direct orders. So you can do your job how you want to do it. You can be nice to the people who come through the doors. You can be strict with the people who come through the doors. You can really show your own personality. Whereas the main staff, it's like more required for them to be polite to everybody and to look out for the needs of every single person who's here because in the end, their end goal is to make sure everybody's having a good time. Whereas the volunteers are also people who come here. So when you're a volunteer, it's more about making sure people are having the same experience you're having. So I think in that way, it's a little different. But mostly we do treat people the same way as the main staff, and they treat us the same way as well.
All right, agreeable. All right. Well, thank you very much, Erin. I do appreciate it. So now my question is, and I don't know, do you agree or disagree that people who do volunteer work for conventions or anywhere, they deserve the same level of respect and appreciation as it's opposed to those like working main staff or whatnot, directors or such?
Well, I mean, everybody has definitely been respectful for sure, and I'm pretty sure they're made aware of what's going on and what events going on. Of course, they want to go ahead and show some respect, but obviously, if some certain staff members aren't aware of what's going on, what they're going to be into, it's probably going to cause a discomfort or something like that. But I'm pretty sure everybody is willing to be respectful, of course.
All right. I understand that there was other volunteer work that you've done in the past.
Oh yeah, absolutely. There was a film festival that I volunteered for. It was for a school, and it was mainly to help them, put up their camera work and their pictures, and it was mostly to share for students, you know, their artistic side, you know, using a camera. So I mean, it was a lot of fun. Like I said, I mainly help with like, you know, the equipment and stuff like that, but nothing like, you know, no disrespect. Everybody had a lot of fun, and it was aimed towards the actual artistic side that they wanted to express for the kids at that point.
All right, fantastic. All right, well, thank you very much, Chino. My hands are full, so I can't shake your hands. So. Here. Oh, well, hey! All right, well, thank you.
And then basically she told me I had to sit there and listen to her play, and I was not allowed to spoil her.
Oh God!
And I'm like, you know what? I'll take it. This is a perfect job for me, and I'll be more than happy. Right. So,
we're sorry.
We were having our own personal dining pavilion over here. You know what I'm saying?
more like a gossip pavilion.
No,
Yeah.
more like a fortuitous conversational recreational soiree.
Yeah, wow, that's a lot of fancy words there,
Hang
Juan.
on, I don't
It's
have enough,
quite loquacious.
I don't have enough monocles to handle this level of sophistication.
You only need one.
Let's do it.
So there you have it. Thank you to those we've interviewed. We always appreciate the different opinions from everyone, and of course, to conclude this whole topic, trust me, it is not a waste to volunteer for a con. And this actually goes out to those who auditioned for cons and don't get in. Like if you want to be a part of a con family, volunteer. Go for it. If there's a chance to be in it, go for it and volunteer. Volunteer to help run security. Volunteer to help manage the dealer's room or artist alley or whatever. It's not a waste. And trust me, you will get the benefits if you do your part.
Yes. If we may so, normally we're here just to talk about things. We normally don't ask anything about our viewers and listeners, except money. Send us all of it if you can.
Please send us money.
But if we may urge you to do something, as Joe said, volunteer. Because even if you're not auditioning, even if you just want to be part of it, these cons, they need people like you. People to get down there and make sure that the machine runs and the trains arrive on time, for lack of a better term. Because it's a big endeavor involving a lot of people with love and dedication, and every little bit, every drop in that ocean is important. One volunteer can make the difference between that one awesome show going off without a hitch or being a complete fucking disaster because somebody messed up the scheduling.
Exactly.
And to just summarize it, like as A and Angel had just said, when it comes to these conventions, they need volunteers. And even if you're not doing it for any sort of a political purpose of, I'm trying to network and I want to get close to the people who run the con so that I can be a part of the staff someday. Even if that's not your endeavor,
Nothing wrong with it.
it's a great experience to have because it gives you a perspective of how these conventions have to bust their asses year in and year out to make ends meet, to make themselves worthwhile for everyone attending. It's a lot of people running this stuff, dozens and dozens of people, and there are tasks and there's stuff that goes on during these conventions that they need extra hands. That's where you come in.
If you offer to help them, they will reward you. Everyone wins.
I like that.
Thank you very much for watching this episode. Juan, please inform our viewers where to follow us.
All right. Well, everyone, if you're already on our channel here on YouTube, be sure to subscribe, give us a thumbs up right here on youtube.com/Casabona.
Please.
Continue following us on Facebook and on Twitter, facebook.com/TheRavensFlock and twitter.com/RavensFlock13. Also, don't forget, our uncensored interview and review podcast, The Black Files, is now exclusively on iTunes. So be sure to hit here to subscribe and to give us a thumbs up. It's going to look great for our new metrics there. And continue subscribing to us here for our other show, our hilarious Let's Play show, Los Amigos Play. To check out our latest playthrough of Bayonetta, click right here, right now. You're going to regret it.
Wow.
Angel,
Thanks for
you
the
got
vote of confidence.
Angel, you got any coins to throw into the piggy bank?
Yeah, sure, why not? I would like to throw my shout-outs to the fantastic people from Pelvic Gaming, Miss Lady Pelvic, an amazing, charismatic young lady that is doing Let's Play as well, and certainly getting a hell of a lot more views than we are.
I know!
Hey!
You know what, though? Can't blame her. That afro is amazing, and I could never replicate that hairstyle.
The only thing I can compete with the afro is the beard and the boots.
But then you need a beard the size of her afro, and you're gonna look like Moses or something.
Bro,
But anyway.
no, bro, give me a hat and I'll be Amish all the way.
Spending most of our lives
But then
living
you'll
in
never-
Amish paradise.
But if you're Amish, you'll never be on YouTube again.
Oh, God.
It's okay, we'll use Christian YouTube. It's powered by sticks and prayer. Regardless, I'd like to thank her my thanks for the amazing content she delivers, and I hope that she keeps on trucking, because as long as Senpai can notice me, I can keep on playing games.
And speaking of getting noticed, be sure to check us out on our next convention, which is MegaCon Orlando. MegaCon Orlando is on the last weekend of May this year at the Orange County Convention Center in Orlando, Florida.
For more information on the convention itself, be sure to click on megaconorlando.com.
And of course, once again, thank you very much for watching. We are the Ravens Flock, and we are out.
That was a hell of a show, guys. I'm
Yep.
feeling good about myself. How about you?
Not bad after a hiatus.
Not bad, dude. I'm feeling pretty confident.
Angel, at this point, what do you think we ought to be doing?
Well, given the circumstances, how far we come, and the fact that we're back, there is only one thing we can do. We must all die and become as gods!
Become
as gods! Become as gods! Become as gods! Become as gods! Become as gods! Become as gods! Become as gods! Become as gods! This cannot continue! 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 This cannot continue!